The world awoke to a silence that was almost tangible, pressing against the ears like a weight. The sun had disappeared without warning, leaving a pale grey emptiness overhead. Waves of alien light danced across the upper atmosphere, and stars shifted in unfamiliar patterns, rearranging themselves as if the universe itself had been rewritten. Scientists quickly grasped the terrifying truth. Earth had left its orbit. The planet drifted between dimensions, a wandering vessel through a cosmos that no human mind could fully comprehend. This drift was more than astronomical, it was existential. Physics faltered, climate betrayed its own rules, and even time seemed to hesitate or accelerate unpredictably. Cities experienced sudden temperature inversions. Forests ignited spontaneously with energy and collapsed moments later. Days and nights became arbitrary constructs, stretching and contracting without warning. People struggled to sleep. Children grew dizzy with rapid cycles of night and day. Wildlife wandered in confusion, unable to follow instincts shaped over millennia. And yet, amid the chaos, a strange beauty emerged, surreal, dangerous, captivating beauty of a world untethered. At first, fear dominated. Governments faltered, communications collapsed, societies teetered on the brink of panic. But soon, something stranger than chaos appeared. Each orbital shift caused Earth to brush against layers of alternate realities, and from those margins came beings not entirely of this world, entities that flickered in the mist, their presence felt rather than seen, whispering to the subconscious of anyone sensitive enough to notice. Some humans found themselves drawn into other realms, deserts under alien suns, metallic megacities whose scale defied comprehension, landscapes that obeyed neither gravity nor logic. Others became translucent, existing in two dimensions at once, memories and selves overlapping in impossible ways. To understand these shifts, the world's leading minds convened. At their helm was Dr. Aurora Miles, a quantum cosmology expert whose curiosity had always pushed her toward the edges of understanding. With her were Dr. Leon Mercer, astrophysicist and skeptic, Professor Cale Riven, a theorist of time's hidden currents, and Nadia Solis, a data analyst whose intuition often surpassed logic. Together, they faced an enigma. No model had predicted a fracture that exposed humanity to the raw, unpredictable architecture of the multiverse itself. The team quickly realized the shifts were not random. Each pulse, each tremor of Earth's orbit followed a rhythm, subtle yet undeniable, like the heartbeat of the cosmos. Every pulse carried the planet into a new layer of reality, bending matter, energy, and perception itself. One night, attempting to monitor a rupture in their lab, time itself reversed. Lights quivered, monitors glitched, and past and future folded into a single, unbearable moment. And then they saw it, the first visitor. From the swirling strands of light, a figure emerged. It resembled a human, yet its form shimmered and twisted like liquid crystal. Its geometry folded and unfolded constantly, and strands of energy traced along its body as if flowing through an invisible circuitry. It had no mouth, but its voice spoke directly into Aurora's mind. Your reality has not broken. You have merely wandered into a dimension to which you do not belong. Aurora's heart pounded. Leon staggered back, alarmed, but Cale grasped his arm, signaling caution. The being was not hostile. It was a guide. The entity introduced itself and its kind as the Veylar, guardians of the multiverse. Earth's drift, they explained, was not a catastrophe, it was an opening. Humanity, confined for millennia to a single plane of existence, now had the chance to awaken latent potentials. In the days and nights that followed, humans began to manifest abilities. Some glimpsed seconds into the future. Others felt the histories of objects, perceiving echoes of events that never occurred in their own reality. Yet every gift carried risk. A young man glimpsed a tragedy before it happened and went mad trying to prevent it. A woman drifted between two realities and never returned. Aurora and her team realized that if Earth were left uncontrolled, destruction was inevitable. They designed the Orbit Stabilizer, a device capable of returning the planet to a safe orbit. But the calculations were sobering. Stabilizing Earth would erase humanity's new connections to other realities. Not stabilizing, it risked chaos but allowed an evolutionary leap beyond comprehension. Aurora spent nights staring at the sky, haunted by the question, what was truly more important, safety or potential? Her mind wrestled with the collective fear of billions, the grief of loss, the thrill of discovery. And then she remembered the faces of the children who had begun to play with fragments of impossible worlds, their laughter ringing in impossibly real landscapes. She knew the answer. They had to preserve the chance to evolve. The stabilizer was activated at partial capacity. Earth's drift slowed, but it did not stop. Shifts continued, infrequently but deliberately, maintaining the fragile link between humanity and the wider multiverse. Months passed, and the world adapted. Children navigated fragments of their own dreams, shaping reality itself in playful, astonishing ways. Adults integrated lessons from parallel selves, making decisions informed by multiple histories. Cities reorganized subtly, ecosystems adapted, and physics itself bent around ingenuity and understanding. Humanity entered the era of the fractured orbit, an age of both wonder and caution. But the universe was not done. One day, a massive energy vortex formed in the upper atmosphere, drawing the remnants of every rupture into a blinding, swirling core. The Veylar warned Aurora, "This is the final test. You will either break free from your past, or you will be lost among infinite possibilities." Aurora and her team directed the stabilizer toward the vortex. Humanity felt itself drawn into the heart of all potential realities, seeing versions of themselves across countless worlds, living lives that could have been, might be, or never were. Aurora, Leon, Kale, and Nadia guided the device with trembling hands. The vortex writhed, a living entity of energy and consciousness, threatening to overwhelm the planet. Slowly, Earth's orbit settled into a new path, stable, yet flexible, capable of touching multiple dimensions without annihilation. When the vortex dissipated, humanity awoke, transformed. Time was no longer linear. Individuals accessed memories, experiences, and possibilities from parallel selves. Children could imagine worlds into existence. Adults made decisions enriched by the echoes of alternate histories. Earth had become not just a planet, but a hub for multiversal exploration. Aurora gazed at the sky, feeling the weight and wonder of it all. The stars shimmered in unfamiliar constellations, and the Veylar blinked like distant lights, guardians watching quietly. "Fractured orbit was never a disaster," she whispered. "It was humanity's rebirth." Leon exhaled, a mixture of relief and awe. "We survived, and yet we have grown beyond survival. This is only the beginning." Kale's gaze lingered on the cosmic horizon. Every pulse, every rupture, was preparation. Humanity is ready for what comes next. Nadia smiled, her eyes reflecting infinite possibilities. "Nothing will ever be the same. But now, we can explore, create, and evolve. The universe awaits us." Earth turned along its new, wondrous orbit. Humanity no longer merely endured, reached outward, fearless, curious, and capable. and with every pulse of the fractured orbit, the planet and its people beat in rhythm with the vast, infinite universe, a testament to resilience, courage, and the unyielding drive to discover the unknown.